Okay, first thing you want to do is grab yourself about 8 chicken thighs. You won't need 8 to do this recipe, but hell, it's always good to have extra smoked chicken thighs. And then you want to rub at least one side generously with the Famous Dave's, preferably both sides, but you don't have to. And you want to put these on the smoker for, 225, 250, maybe 300. And you can finish them in the oven. Just make sure they get at least a couple of hours in the smoker to pick up that good smoke flavor. Yes, I'm aware I could have made my own fucking rub, but I was being lazy. And the Famous Dave's one that's in the red bottle, it's pretty good. Again, I was being lazy today. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Okay, you want to take 5 of the chicken thighs and you want to shred them up. You should have about 8 ounces of meat, give or take, a little bit more, a little bit less. All up to you, and shred them however you like. Want it a little finer, chop them up with a cleaver before you throw them in the pan. Oh, and you want this pan about medium low, somewhere in there. And then take a 24-ounce jar of whatever your favorite sauce happens to be. Mine happens to be a Classico sweet basil sauce. Yes, I'm aware I could have made this sauce myself, but I'm kind of being fucking lazy. These are quick-ass dinners. Great way to use leftovers. And no, you don't have to use leftover smoked chicken. You can use just regular chicken you made up or baked. I would add a drop or 2 of liquid smoke because it really helps this dish out. And then you just want to move all this around, make sure everything gets incorporated a little bit, and leave it on, the range on kind of medium-low, low heat, just to give it a chance to infuse while your pasta is cooking. While this is happening, you should have a pot of water on the stove, and you want to add a 16-ounce box of penne pasta. While the pasta is cooking, the second you get it in the water, you want to go back to your sauce and add about a teaspoon of dried basil to it and a good grinding of freshly ground black pepper. The pepper's really up to you. I like a lot, but at least a tablespoon. You want to be careful with dried herbs, though, because they are twice as powerful as the fresh kind. If you do use fresh basil in this recipe, then up it to, a tablespoon, maybe 2. Okie dokie. Then, when you got your pasta cooked al dente, and the perfect way to cook pasta al dente is to, whatever it says on the back for the minimum cooking time, let's say in this case it's penne, I think it was about 9 minutes. Make it about 8 minutes and 15 seconds, or just 8 minutes. Because after you've drained it, and after you shook all the water off, and after you've added it to the sauce, it's had that extra minute to cook. So if you want perfect pasta, take a minute to 45 seconds off the minimum time on the package. Don't go to the maximum time unless you like your pasta mushier than fucking grandma's kisses. So, the only thing you got left to do is spin it all around, and we got one more step. Okay, so after you got your little smoked chicken penne in a bowl, you want to sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese, and this is just more for decoration, aesthetic purposes. Does add a little bit of flavor. Give it a good mix, and enjoy.